Hey, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Do me a favor, share this video once again. Thank you so much for your support. The state of Texas bans China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea from buying land. Foreign adversaries just got kicked off the Texas real estate market. New state law blocks land purchases by foreign nations. We're talking about China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. Supporters say it's about national security. No more farmland near military bases. The message from Texas, not your backyard. Thank you, Texas. Thank you, Governor Greg Abbott. Thank you. You're one of the top governors out there in Texas history. You're doing an amazing job. Amazing job. California, you guys need to do the same thing. But, of course, Gavin's not going to do that. Multiple states, they need to do the same thing. Look, you got the Red Dragon. They buying up farmlands all over the place, right next to a military base. I mean, what is that? So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. This is a big breaking news. This is a good news. So the governor, Greg Abbott, said, I signed into law the toughest ban in America to keep foreign adversaries off Texas soil. Hostile foreign nations like those countries there are prohibited from buying or owning land in Texas. Those lands should be ours. That belongs to the people, for the people. Man, we got some really weak individuals in the spotlight. I'm not referring to the Texas governor, but others that, gave the green light to the Red Dragon to buy farmlands. You guys are wrong. You're not Sleeping Giant citizen. You just work for them. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Today was a hot day. Hot day. I had to go inside the house, stay in the house for a little bit, because this studio room, this is like an extra room. It doesn't have an AC in here. And man, it's like 110 degrees. It's brutal making videos. Man, it's just brutal. Texas has become the latest state to cement a ban on land and property purchases by individuals or entities from adversarial nations. Republican Governor Greg Abbott signed Senate Bill 17 into law over the weekend, prohibiting countries identified as security warnings in the Intelligence Community 2025 Annual Warning Threat Assessment from acquiring real property in the state of Texas. The countries include the Red Dragon, the Bear, Persia, North K, and the bill identify real property as agricultural land, commercial or industrial properties, residential properties, and land used for mining or water use. Amid heightened global tensions, there has been an increased appetite for protecting foreign asset acquisitions in the U.S. However, these efforts have been criticized by some for being overly broad, arbitrary, and potentially discriminatory. I truly apologize about the words, but yeah, it's just not looking good. The Red Dragon, China, is like one of the biggest purchaser out there. I mean, they just buying up farmlands all over the place. There's a map, and we made a video of it a couple of months ago. There's a map that shows all the farmlands they have purchased. Also, you got Gates. I'm not gonna say his first name. You guys know, who I'm talking about. Gates. You guys know him. He's also buying up land. I mean, he bought a whole bunch of acres. I mean, talk about game of Monopoly. I mean, it's just insane. In response to the governor signing off the Bill 17, the nonprofit Asia Americans Advancing Justice said it was outraged at the legislation that the group said creates an overly broad net that places innocent foreign nationals at risk of racial profiling. Now, a similar defense was made by Arizona Governor Katie after she vetoed a bill seeking to stop the Red Dragon land and property purchases in the state, noting that bill lacked clear implementation criteria, which opened the door for arbitrary enforcement. Once again, Arizona Governor Katie, following backlash over her veto, subsequently described the bill as a watered down, weak on Red Dragon bill, noting it allowed the country to purchase land near U.S. military bases for up to 3 years at a time and follow up this month with their own version of the bill. Texas bill exempt U.S. citizens and lawful permanent resident individuals legally residing in the U.S. wishing to purchase a primary residence are also exempt, as well as leaseholders of less than a year. The Texas Attorney General is authorized through the new legislation to investigate potential violations of the new law, which will be a felony. The law will go into effect on September 1st. Like I said, thank you so much to the governor of Texas. He's stopping multiple countries. And guys, these countries that he mentioned, those are some very powerful countries. Countries that we don't want them close near our territory. Prominence of measures like the one in Texas have cited efforts by countries like the Red Dragon to purchase land and property near major U.S. military bases. However, it is not just land either, it is assets too. The Red Dragon has a strong foothold in the sleeping giant drone market, with many law enforcement agencies using the Red Dragon-made DJI drones. The country has also faced scrutiny for building solar converters in the U.S. that can be tapped. Man, basically they have the ability to turn off the lights. These solar panels, they do have some certain chips that they could just literally turn off the lights. An increasing footprint in U.S. maritime ports and penetration of other critical infrastructure. Texas bill follows a high-profile incident earlier this month when 2 Red Dragon nationals were arrested for attempting to bring a very dangerous biological into our sleeping giants. You guys know we went live. We talked about that one. There were 2 that came to the U.S. I think they were going to Michigan University, and when they came to U.S., they were stopped by those that checked their bags at the airport, and they found those very disturbing scientist biological stuff. The Red Dragon companies purchasing the sleeping giant land, particularly near sensitive strategic and military sites, is not a coincidence. The CCP, the Red Dragon, is bluntly attempting to base espionage efforts and potentially worse right in our backyard. And it's up to state act accordingly, said Michael, the CEO and founder of State Armor Action, a conservative group with a mission to develop and enact state-level solutions to global security threats. Governor Abbott and Texas legislator are right to ban foreign adversaries from purchasing land in their state. More and more states should follow their lead. I agree. They should ban all. You shouldn't let foreigners just come and just pick out whatever land they want. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. Give me a second here, guys. Again, give the video a like, and thank you so much for your support. Per the Committee of 100, which tracks state and federal bills in the Sleeping Giant that restrict property ownership by foreign entities, 25 states have passed bills that restrict foreign property ownership as of Monday. That is up from 22 states as of recently as March, per the committee. Meanwhile, according to the committee tracking, 15 bills pertaining to this issue are being considered at the federal level as well. On Monday, you have the right in Congress introduced a bill aimed at increasing oversight of foreign farmland purchases, and which would add to the U.S. Agricultural Secretary to the Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S. It will also compel the U.S. Department of Agriculture to report the CFIUS any purchase of domestic agricultural land by foreign adversaries who pose risk to national security. State-level bills aimed at increasing scrutiny of foreign land and asset acquisition from adversaries appear imminent in New Hampshire and North Carolina if their gov grant them approval. We are definitely seeing foreigners getting a lot of these amazing piece of our land. And it's not only the most powerful leaders purchasing, but it's also their people is also taking our Sleeping Giant land. And we are seeing it right now. And it just, it seems like they given up. They gave our land to foreigners. Now we have some more breaking news, and I want to bring this up. Give me a second. Let me see if I could find it. Bear with me on this one, please. Okay, so we have this huge news from earlier today. And I try to keep up with the news. I was just trying to fix my AC condenser. And you know how you can't fix nothing. Sometimes you get frustrated. I got a little frustrated because I was out there. It's 100-something degrees out there. And it's just brutal. Try to get the AC condenser to work. The fan is spinning. Everything is good. But there's no water coming out of it. And it seems like it's the whole unit that needs to be replaced. And what's really, really sad about it is I just got this house. So it just, I have to get more AC units for the windows. And I'm thinking about getting like a 10,000 UTB one. Again, for the living room. I got AC units in the bedroom, and the bedroom is nice and cool. But I'm a type of person that I want to see the house nice and cool because it's way too hot. So, huge win! President Donald just announced giant win in the Sleeping Giant Supreme Court. Even the birthright citizenship has been indirectly hit hard. It had to do with the young ones. Okay, let's stop here for a second. Hold on. So I know where this is going. Okay, so back in the early days, at the very beginning, at this Sleeping Giant land, you guys already know at the very beginning, like the early 1800s and stuff like that, we had this bill. Give me a second here, guys. I totally apologize. Give me a second here. Okay, I truly apologize, guys. So in the beginning, the U.S. had this thing, this law that only slavery. If their young ones are born here, they're citizens, and that's that was the law back in the days. We're talking about at the very beginning. So you have the Looney Tunes left. They took that, young ones being born here become citizens. They took that, and for their agenda, Whoever comes to the sleeping giant illegally and come here giving birth, their young ones are citizen. Oh, it says it in the Constitution. It says it here in the law. That was for slavery. They are not slavery. Those are just that came here, to the sleeping giant, jumping the what. But again, this is a big breaking news here. Donna is saying you should not be. Give me a second here. You should not be giving rights to those that come here illegally, and then the young ones are born here and become citizens. That should not be. It should not be like that. Donna said it should not be like that, and that was for slavery. We not in slavery no more. So giant win in the sleeping giant Supreme Court. Even the birthright and citizenship, has been indirectly hit hard. It had to do with the infants of slave same year, not the scamming of our immigration process. Congratulations to Attorney General Pam Bondi and also others and the entire DOJ news conference at the White House, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So again, I mean, that's a big win. That's a big win. So a lot of people is not going to like it, but again, we go by the rule. Again, this is a land of law. We go by the rules here. We have rules. Nancy Pelosi is absolutely right. No one is above the law. She's right. She's right. So again, when it comes to allowing those that come to the sleeping giant illegally and the young ones are being born here become citizens, it's not the same. It's not the same. And those left, you guys are wrong for taking advantage of that. You wrong. That goes to tell you that they are really lawlessness and they're really sneaky. And it goes to tell you that 2020, you think Joey got 80-something million, VOTES? All right, so this is where we are right now. Thank you to Governor Greg Abbott. Thank you so much. I feel like many other countries should do the same thing too. It's time to take back our sleeping giant land. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.